nice person. Like Steve's the type of guy where he hasn't got a bad bone in his body. He's just a really nice person. But I think what it is with Steve, he can become a little bit what's the word? You know, like a little bit easily hurt. His feelings. That's not a weakness at all. At all. That's not a weakness. It's just how he is. He can be he's a little bit. He can get a bit emotional quite easy. That's not a bad thing at all. My phone needs charging. It needs fucking charging. I hope he's alright though. Fucking hell. I'm gonna have to speak to him. Where's the charger for this? Oh, I hope he's alright, Steve. I thought she was gonna say she was only messing. That's why when I heard it at first, I thought she was actually going to turn around and go, oh, I'm only joking with you. I genuinely thought she was going to say that, but she didn't. And I thought he was laughing at first. That's all I asked. I genuinely thought that he was laughing. So after Steve was laughing, that's why when I shouted him, I said, Steve, I thought he was going to start laughing. But I thought that she was joking. You can't be like that, lad. I'm glad that he said something though, the other guy. Social media, it was genuinely you people that helped me so much in the sense of when my friends or family weren't there or I wasn't talking to them on the phone, I'd be live and I'd be there, and that helped me so much. So as I said, I respect so many of you online, the haters. I don't give a shit about them, but they've got nothing but love to everyone on here. And I just noticed loads of them probably just like stop watching the live then, because they probably thought, fuck that, I'm not listening to that, right? Because they get angry. The fact that when they want to see me fail, they want to see me dead, but that will not happen. But as I said, big up to every single one of yous. Right, I'm going to sort my food out. Yeah, every single one of yous, lad, and do you know what's even more better? The fact that these haters like Sam Walker's finished on social media. I've got videos where people sent me where little haters it was fucking going, Sam Walker's finished on social media, this is now the end of him. There's loads of little haters like that. Fucking who say that, and it's like, I've seen a few videos like that, and it's like, no, definitely not. That's definitely not the truth, because it's just the start of greatness. But big up to every single person, every single one of us. Right there. And then we're going to go outside. We're going to go sit on the balcony, guys. Every day I'm learning stuff. It's weird because my mind, it's weird how fucking it works, you know. Do you know when you have like a head injury? If you've had a head injury, you'll know what I mean. Or if you know someone that has. It's so weird. Because when you've had a head injury, I know that a lot of me is back to normal, but there's so much. Like, and you'll probably know if you know someone who's had a head injury, that you can have a head injury and then most of them is back together normal, but then there's things that they forget, and it's because of the head injury. So like as you see here, because the bone's gone and he took away whatever they've taken, I sometimes forget people's names. He lost the oven door, so yeah, I'm going to leave that for a minute just to let the heat come out. But it's mad because when you've lost part a little bit of your brain, everything's still there, but then there's some that's not, and then you have to relearn it. So like me reading, for example, so I take these to bed with me, these books sometimes, like these books here. I take them to bed with me, and I just try and read it. These are my diamond books, and like my other book. But I just try to read as and when I can. And then that one. But what I do, but by me doing that, even though I'm shit at reading, now it's just a case of just rebuilding it. Do you know what I mean? And that's all it is. It can be annoying sometimes because when you can't fucking read properly and you know you can read.
Sam?
Hello?
Hello, you need to take the food out and close the oven door because it won't heat up with it open.
Oh, is that what you do?
Yeah.
Okay, so you take this.
And you can cook the stuff you had yesterday that was in the freezer, you can cook that from frozen.
Oh, can you cook that from frozen?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. So, okay, so I'm going to stick it straight in the oven.
Yeah, just put it straight on the tray with the chicken, and then when the oven's heated up, you just put it all in together.
Okay, next one for that.
All right, bye.
Thank you, bye-bye. Yeah, guys, so it's one of them things. It's one of the things, and then the problem you got, it's very difficult when you're a man, right, and you've had a head injury, and then you feel like when people are coming at you, especially when you're like, you're a proper man, do you know what I mean? And like when people, when there's something that needs to be done, and it's a manly thing, like around the house or something, or whatever it is, and you try to do it yourself, even though you know you can't, or whatever, but like, you try your best, do you know what I mean? Or it's whatever it is. So, but like, if you had a head injury, or you know someone that has, you'll know what I mean. It's, but, as I said, it's just a slow thing of just getting better and better, because I'm more or less better. It's just this because I know that like this leaves me in like a very fucking thingy position. But as I said, I'm getting better every day. As I laugh when these haters pop up, when I'm in lives with someone else and the haters go into their comments and go, hey, blah blah blah, I just laugh and think, what? Yeah, I've had a brain damage a little bit, not too much, just a little bit. But the thing is, in 12 months' time, I will be so different. In 6 months, when I'm training properly, I'll be in a really good shape. And the mad thing is, the way, because I wouldn't, me personally, as a man, I couldn't come online and start trying to mock someone for having a head injury when they've got 2 babies on the way, no matter what. Even more so the fact of, there's been so many different random people, and as I said, I'm not just talking about the people I'm arguing with, I'm talking about loads of people. But they do it for views. That's all they do it for. And I think to myself, you've got to understand the logic behind what I'm trying to say to you. Whether you like someone or not, the only time you should be targeting them fucking on social media is if they've done something to your family. That is it. Now, if you get a fucking... If you get a response from me, which stupidly I've responded to people when I shouldn't have, I should just think, you know what, I've got better things to do with me fucking time. But people can't complain when I fucking react. But the thing is, I shouldn't do it. I'm not going to. I've got my daughters coming. I can't fucking, even there when I move like that, I feel like pressure here and here when I move my head that way. But overall, I'm okay. I'm fine. But it's when the haters come online, I think to myself, why would you come online? Because if I've seen someone who I don't like, or even if I've seen someone who didn't particularly like on TikTok, whatever, and I seen you at the head injury, but they had twin girls on the way, there's absolutely no way on this planet I would be going online and saying anything about them. I don't care what anyone says. Don't get me wrong, if they'd killed a family member of mine or whatever, but if they hadn't, and I just don't like them, then I wouldn't be coming on social media to target them. Absolutely not. Because I'd be thinking, you know what? He's actually got kids on the way. It's one of them things. I don't like his content, but I'm not going to go online and start slagging them off. Do you know what I mean? That's what I would see. But this is where the difference is between mentalities, because the ones that do it, especially when you see that and they see you as a little bit, I'm not vulnerable. I don't class myself as vulnerable any way, shape or form. But they must see me like that because of that injury. So they must see me as oh, Sam's not the same. Sam, we can say what we want about Sam now or do what we want. Fucking, he's not the same person. He's vulnerable now. He's had his head injury. Do you know what I mean? This is what they think, but that's not the case. That's not the case. I'm not vulnerable at all in any way, shape or form. Yes, I have a head injury that nearly killed me and I've got to get operation here to put this bones back in. But overall, I don't see myself as vulnerable because I'm a man, right? So no matter what, as a man, no, you don't look at yourself as vulnerable in any way, shape or form. I'm a dad. I'm a man. I'm someone that's I've got plans. These people who try to slag me off will never ever be like these random fucking people. There's so many of them. They will never ever be achieving what I'm achieving in 12 months' time. Back in Africa, exposing corrupt charities, helping those in the poor, in poverty, doing what I want to do. Now, I've reacted stupidly to people, which I shouldn't have done. I shouldn't have done because it's taken away what I'm trying to do and trying to change as a person. But it's very difficult when you're getting targeted not to respond sometimes. But as I said, I'm at that stage where I just want to fucking focus on my kids, trying to get better and doing good stuff. And you'll see in the next 12 months in Africa, once again, next 8 months in Africa, once again, when we're there helping more people in poverty, spreading the TPR movement and calling out corrupt charities. And you're going to be watching it and you're thinking, fucking hell, there's a video there, samwalker's just getting swooped on by police in Africa and put back in jail. What's he back in jail for in Africa? For exposing corrupt charities, for exposing the truth. And people are like, what? How can he be in jail for exposing the truth? But that's what will happen. I guarantee you. That will happen again in about 8 months' time. Am I bothered about that? No, absolutely not. Because I see it as one of them things that in life, there's some people's lives are destined for certain ways. And my life is obviously for my children, but also to be doing, like, I get so much satisfaction out of being in Africa, calling out corrupt charities, showing the people who are struggling in poverty, who are dying, kids who are dying because of these corrupt charities, just seizing all the money and not helping the people when they're meant to. For me to call them people out is the most liberating thing I've ever done in my life. One of the most liberating things, besides my children being born and my dog. But it's on that scale. And people are like, how can be going to jail one of your most liberating experiences? How does that make sense? And I don't really understand it myself. I genuinely don't. I don't understand how that can be one of my most liberating experiences of my life. The only thing I can say is that it gives me a reason to live properly. It gives me a reason to die for as well. I'll be honest, I don't want to die. But I do know if that ever happened and I was calling out corrupt charities and I was jailed and them charities tried to take my life, or they did, all I know is that fucking in the future when my kids are older, they would always know and be proud and think, do you know what? How did your dad die? He died through exposing corrupt charities. That's how he died, for speaking the truth and calling out these corrupt charities in Africa. So for me, that's why I don't fear death in Africa. I genuinely do not fear it. On my brother's grave, I do not fear death in Africa for exposing. And it does happen. You don't need to Google it to see. There's been so many people in Africa who have been killed through exposing corrupt charities. And I sit there and think, that could be me one day. But at the same time, and so many people would be happy with that. But to be honest with you, it's not a death I'd be ashamed of or scared to do. It really isn't, because I just think to myself that I'd never want to die. I want to be there for my children, but at the same time, it's one of them things where I just think, yeah, if you're living, at least live for something. Do you know what I mean? At least live for something than live for nothing. Do you know what I mean? Why? I don't want to live for nothing. I want to live and die for something. Do you know what I mean? But I don't want to die. Yeah, I want to be there for my children, for my little girls, to see them grow up. That's what I want to do, which I believe I will be. But this is why I can't let my injury affect me in any way. I can't let it. I don't see it. Even though I've walked into this door yesterday and I've walked into the main door, and there's been certain situations where I've not been online where it's probably seen as my injury affects me, but right, I'm back, guys. I'm back. I'll just keep this on, guys. I will keep this on. Yeah, so I'm back. But yeah, I don't see my injury as stopping me in any way. That's why even when I walk into fucking doors, when I don't see them sometimes, or I can't say words or whatever, I don't see it as it affects me. I can't look at my injury in any way. I'm just putting this in, plugging this in, putting this in. Yeah, I can't look at my injury as affecting me because I speak normal, I can act normal. It's just that certain things do affect me sometimes, like walking into doors or stuff like that, or like if I'm asleep, I can feel dizzy or like in pain. But other than that, I'm fine. So I don't look at it like it's one of them where if it affects me, because it doesn't, and I can't. I'd never ever turn around and say I was vulnerable in any way, because I'm not. I've got me little injury which is get fixed at some stage, and I've just got to deal with it for now, and that's it. And that's all I've got to do. Just deal with it for now. Make sure it's okay. And that's it. And then I will be fine. And that's it. But anyway, that is all we need to say on that subject, guys. Big up to everyone. Seeing God said of you, over the last few weeks. Seeing God said of you over the last few weeks. Do you know what it is? When you're changing in life, it's like it's weird, because it's so weird because you can't just change like that. Changing long term is not a process where it just happens overnight. It really isn't. And like when I see my dog, it's so weird because like that's when I started realizing that there's more when we die, that there's more to life than we even understand. There's more to life when your family members die. That's why whenever anything happens to me, I'll have like videos for my daughters and my son, explaining to them that, look, I will see you again whenever yous come, when you're old, in your old age, and yous come, I will see you again. So you have nothing to worry about. I'll have videos. I'll make them videos before I go back to Africa, just in case anything does happen to me. I've already made a couple anyway, just in case, because when I was at the other place and I was in a bad way. Sorry guys, I just had to come off for a second. I am back, guys. Bam bam. Yeah, so I made a couple before I seen Faith, because I was in a bad way. So I made a couple of little videos, one for my son, my family, whatever. And then when I felt better, I deleted them. And I took my phone off where it had a code. So I had no code on it. Deliberately and I'd done the videos because I didn't know what was going to happen. But then obviously I got better because thanks to Faith. But I will make more videos when little things happen. Number 2 is starting to go. Oh, is number 2 coming? Is he? Let's have a look. Let's get a look. Okay, number 2 is coming. Okay. Yes, yeah, but that's the thing. Life's just a weird thing, isn't it? But as I said, you can't just change overnight. That's the thing with when you change as a person. When you change as a person, you don't just change overnight. It's a long process. Do you know what I mean? So that's why when when I react to people still, I'm reacting to them with the same mindset as before my accident. Do you know what I mean? That's the same mindset I'd have automatically to stoop to fucking whatever road we need to go down. Do you know what I mean? And I have my accident, and then where I think to myself, I need to fucking sort of thingy, but then I just think, so now it's just a slow process of changing as a person, which is what I'm doing. I'm just changing slowly. And yes, Mrs. B, bam bam. Yeah, and it's just a case, I can't wait for my daughters to come, and literally cannot wait. Going from third to second, there's still oh, so who's gone from third to second? Let me have a look. Oh shit, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, we need to go. We don't need to go, and we're not going anywhere, guys. I mean, we need to, we're not going anywhere, guys. We're sitting here and we're having our food. I don't mean we're going anywhere. I just mean we're going to go into a battle. Right, we'll find somewhere. I couldn't see the screen then, guys, because I was going through people.
Just about though, my mate, just about. Yo, what's going on, brother?
I'm good, bro, how are you?
I'm alright, man, I'm chilling. How are we? What's going on with you?
Not much, mate. I've got an operation in about 2 weeks on my head, so I'm going to get another operation on my head in about 2 weeks.
Oh, you got
and then my daughters are being born in 3 weeks, so it should be perfect timing.
Come on,
Yeah,
bro.
So all they're doing is they're going to put a little bit of what's name. So you just got to cut open here, pull this down, and then they're going to put finger here.
Okay,
bam, bam, big up everyone, guys. Bam, who's that there? The answer and everybody else coming through. Bam, bam. Yeah, we're in live pro, aren't we? Big up every single person who's pushing us, guys, up in live pro.
Yeah, Scottish. Oh, you say thank you.
They're going to put hard bits here because the bone's been removed here. So I'll get that done in about 2 weeks, and then my head will be on the same level then because the bone's gone here, you see. So yeah, that's
so what's there? Is there something there at the moment, like to keep it in place?
Yeah. So what they done is they cut open my skull here to deal with this bit here, but they burst the bone here inside my ear. Then you've had to remove this bone here from. This is why you can see it, a little lump here. So you've removed the bone from here down here. So then it was leaking, and then they've had to put something else there. I think it's like a little bit blood. I don't know what it is, but they're gonna put some hard stuff here next week or in about 2 weeks and just seal it up a bit so it gets sealed. But this is all like liquid here, I think, as well.
Oh, that's liquid.
This is all. Yeah, so it's quite delicate, bro. So I've got to be careful with it, lad. So yeah, I'm getting there, lad. I'm getting better and better every day, lad. So that's the main thing. That's why I have my glasses. When I have my glasses on, they've got to rest against me fucking sunglasses. And that's it. So yeah, just have that resting there. Yeah. And on top of that, we're in live pro final as well, so we're smashing live pro.